What is up, Magic Nation? It's your boy Mage87 here, back with another epic Terrasphere tutorial. You already know. As you're aware by now, we recently hit 10 more billion subscribers, so I think it's time we make this video. Today, Magic Nation, we're going to be talking about the classic old Magic versus new Magic debate. This debate has been going on for way too long, and it's time for the father of new Magic to come in and give these old Magic users the spanking they deserve. It's so funny how these people, despite being so old, they're practically grandpas, all have the minds of toddlers. Now, true new Magic users are all wigmas, which stands for Wizard Sigma. If you want to become a wigma as well, all you have to do is use new Magic and also subscribe to Mage87. Now, wigmas all use new Magic and are the peak performance of all people on Earth, both wigma males and females, we don't discriminate. I think that's something that's so great about the new Magic community. We're so open and accepting to all people. It doesn't matter who you are, you can easily pick up a Terrasphere and become a new Magic user today. Now this is of course compared to the old heads with their old Magic, which requires use of insane rituals that take days upon days to learn. Since they're all so old, they're practically fossils, old Magic users are probably all sexist as well and discriminate against others, which clearly means that they're weaker. The Chad Alpha new Magic community has gotten out of the past of these dumb traditions and has evolved. We are all becoming the apex predators, meanwhile these old Magic users are all being left in the dust. Although being honest, the dust is probably moving faster than they are. They're so old they can't move without a walker. Now, whenever their senileness turns off for a couple seconds and they can come out to make an argument against new Magic, they say some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, and it's time to debunk it right now. These old Magic users have been allowed to talk their smack for too long, disgracing the name of new Magic, and I'm not gonna stand for it. Now I can already hear the old heads screaming in the comment section down below, although they probably need to get their grandchildren to help them use the computer because they have no idea how it works. Whenever they need to get something typed, they're probably used to using a typewriter instead of an actual computer. Now, first and foremost, the argument that most of these idiots come up with most of the time is that Terraspheres harm the environment. This is so stupid. It has the same energy as all those lunatics who rant about 5G, a bunch of nutjobs who probably think lizards run the government. There have been several scientific studies performed by the Triumvirate which prove without a shadow of a doubt that Terraspheres have no negative impact on the environment. But of course, all of these old Magic users are insane conspiracy theorists who throw out scientific research and claim that it's biased. Most likely because they're too stupid to understand how science works, which I wouldn't be surprised. Now, me being a true wigma, I've actually done my research online and looked into the scientific data, and I can 100% confirm that Terraspheres have no negative impact on the environment, and it's being blown way out of proportion. Also, I'd like to take this time to shout out the Triumvirate for sponsoring this video and also giving us some brand new Terraspheres to look at. Now, after you've thoroughly debunked their claims of Terraspheres harming the environment, the old head's likely to retaliate by calling new Magic too dangerous. These people think our Terraspheres should be taken away because we can't handle them, quote unquote. Now, unlike these old heads, we actually know what we're doing. Wigmas actually understand how new Magic works, unlike these old heads who have no clue what they're doing. These idiots probably take 40 minutes to cast a simple levitation spell, meanwhile we're doing it all the time Wingardium Leviosa style. It's 100% a fact that us new Magic users are way better than those old Magic users are at casting spells in every way. Grandpa over here is arguing that he's way more safe when using his Magic, meanwhile he's blowing up villages after failing a ritual for the 4th time. Remember to follow the instructions on page 88, dumbass. While you're stuck doing homework, I'm over here living my best life casting fireball spells left and right without harming the environment at all, cause I'm that good. If you want to be a wigma like me, remember to subscribe and watch all my tutorials. I'll teach you how to use new Magic in 5 minutes flat. I dare you to find an old Magic tutorial that doesn't star some fat dweeb reading out of a book for 40 minutes straight. So no, new Magic isn't too dangerous, we actually know what we're doing, unlike you. Now the next argument that these dumbasses come up with all the time is that old Magic is a lot more useful because you don't need a Terrasphere. Now this is stupid on multiple levels. Now first of all, true wigmas like me carry multiple Terraspheres into every single encounter because we're over-prepared, unlike you old Magic losers who barely know how to prepare your own rituals. While you're busy drawing runes, we're shooting off laser blasts left and right, and when we run out of ammunition, we can just toss it to the side and pick up a new one. True wigmas are always making bank, which means we're able to afford all these Terraspheres. There are so many jobs that require use of a Terrasphere, and you're much more likely to get hired if you know how to use one. Meanwhile, old head over here is fat broke, doing crazy rituals in somebody's basement because they couldn't afford a real ritual room. Meanwhile, I do in fact own a ritual room. I never need to use it, I just have it to show off. It's always worthwhile to flex on an old head. But even if for some reason you only have one Terrasphere on you, it's so useful that you're probably never gonna lose it in the first place. If you watch and like all my tutorials, you'll be more than prepared enough to use a Terrasphere in combat and never lose it once. The only reason the old Magic user is used to long fights is because they aren't able to cast their spells fast enough. Meanwhile, us new Magic users are finishing fights in 3 seconds flat. The only thing fast about old magic users is their heart because they forgot to take their medication today. So while Grandpa's failing to cast his back pain reduction ritual, I'm going to teach you all the cool things that new magic can do. Terra spheres can be used to shoot fire, shoot lightning, shoot water, summon storms, create earthquakes, make portals, teleport, conjure food, walk your dog, create a volcano, teleport someone to a volcano, create a star, destroy a star, make a Starbucks, make you dinner, clean your house, kill an old head you met on the street, help you dig the grave in your backyard, refurbish your gamer pad, refill your jelly bean jar, help you manipulate the YouTube algorithm to the point where your videos are being recommended to everyone on planet Earth. That one's my favorite. You can turn a man into a chicken into a man, turn a cow into a chicken, so many chickens. They can let you watch Hulu, HBO Max, my YouTube channel, Netflix, my YouTube channel again because nobody wants to watch Netflix. New magic can do all of this and so much more, and meanwhile, while it was telling you all the things new magic can do, Grandpa still hasn't finished his ritual back there. Anyway, Magic Nation, that's all I had to say on the matter. These old heads have been thoroughly debunked time and time again, and yet they still don't understand. Every time we come in and lay the smackdown, they come back for more like they want it. But I'm done giving these old heads attention. It's time for the wigmas to rise up. It's 100% a fact that wigmas rule and old heads drool, and that's going to be a fact forever. As for me, Magic Nation, I'm about to go into my ritual room to beat up an old magic user I kidnapped. See you later. Mage 87 out!